All right, everybody, here we are. Brand new season and brand new episodes of Arizona Real Estate Showcase, brought to you from the GRANDON Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, right here in beautiful, sunny, and warm Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, with that said, our northern property division is beautiful right now. It is 85 degrees, and my sister is taking care of that up in Prescott Valley, Sedona, Camp Verde, Flagstaff, Williams, you name it. We are up there. So, a couple things are going to change for the season. One, many of you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook Live, and various networks if you want to see the podcast. For those of you that like listening to it, which we really appreciate it, you'll be able to still hear it on your regular podcast stations. So, Arizona Real Estate Showcase brought to you by the GRANDON Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team right here in Arizona. So, hey, let's get to the show. Okay, so first things first, is the market crashing? I got to tell you, I hear this every single day. In fact, I even hear it from some of our colleagues. It just drives me nuts. So, no, the market is not crashing. Get that out of your head. It's not crashing. So, is it stabilizing? Absolutely, as it should. So, the days of you having to go out, find a home, buy it, and compete against 30 other people for $100,000, $200,000 more than it's worth, those days are done for now. It's done. So we get back to normal. Go out, find a house that you truly like, make an offer, go back and forth a little bit, and we will get the job done. The market is not crashing. In fact, we still have about 350, 400 people a day moving here. It's nonstop. Rental market is still absolutely crazy. Okay? So, the good thing is you're not going to have all these wholesalers coming to your house saying, hey, sell me your house for $200,000 when it's in reality worth $400,000, but it's not worth $700,000 that you could have got for it 3 months ago in this crazy market. And a lot of our cash buyers have actually dropped out of the market right now. Various reasons. But anyways, it's still a great market. And part of it comes down to how your agent markets. Now, here at the GRANDON Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, our marketing program is fantastic. The important thing is that you cannot just hire an agent to put your house on the market. You can't hire, Mr. Joe Blow agent. They get the listing agreement, then they go out, they put it on the MLS and wait. That does not work. It doesn't benefit you, and it's absolutely asinine that somebody would do that. When you're getting ready to sell your house, you need to hire an agent. They'll come in, give you their input, professional pictures. iPhone pictures do not cut it, all right? I don't care how great of a photographer you are and how you can edit it up. You need to have professional pictures done. 2, professional videos. You need to have a video tour of your house. Personal website, absolutely. Drone footage. I will argue with anybody, and I guarantee it, I can get you 10 to 20,000 more on any house because of a drone footage. So drones are important. They're expensive, but they're important to have. Full color flyers, and just a number of different things that makes your house stand out above the other 20,000 that are currently for sale and growing. So, we get quite a few calls from the buyers, and as buyers should, interview your agents. Go out and pick out 3 agents, 4 agents, interview them all. Everybody has a different little plan of how they're going to do this or that, but you have to go with the one that makes you feel good. You are the employer, so we're essentially employees, right? So if you like the answers, you like how we work, then you hold us accountable. That, Mr. Buyer, Mrs. Buyer, that's how that should be done. Sellers. Okay. We love you guys. But, and there is a but on this, the market's changed. While you were sitting here, earlier this year thinking, maybe I should sell the house. You should have. Things have changed. So your house is no longer $700,000. It's probably, $650,000, $625,000, where it reasonably should be. So buyers now are going to want closing costs, and they're going to ask you for a lot more. So it's important that as a seller, you have that house prepped and ready to go and make it look good, make it look show ready. But again, you need to have solid agents that are representing you. The buyers, same thing. You know what? You're not going to be talked into buying a house. You're going to walk into a house. In fact, this happened to me yesterday, honest to God truth. I've been showing this great lady a couple houses, And we found a couple she really liked, but we went into this one specific one, same complex as the other ones too, by the way. Went into this one, and she just looked around. She's like, "This is it." She felt it. We got it for $20,000 less than they were asking, plus closing costs. People were excited to sell it, and it had been on the market for like 40 days. So real estate is not an easy job. I know a lot of people think, oh, all you do is fill out some paperwork and that's it. There's so much more that goes into it. It is important to utilize professional, full-time realtors. Hence our slogan, full-time agent for your full-time life. So, buyers, sellers, reach out to us. We'll get you taken care of. And listen, there's no obligation. We'll send you whatever reports you need. We'll make sure you're taken care of. Okay, so now let's talk about some fun stuff. Well, today is not fun stuff. So, a couple weeks ago, I had a call for this gal that's looking for a $1,500 a month rental. Kind of, she wanted to be in 85032 area. Fine, 85032, for those of you that don't know, and there's about 1,200 of you that don't, is actually a really nice blue-collar neighborhood. Now, there is one section we call the square. Sorry, my chair keeps falling. And so anyways, so we find this 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, $1,500. So I tell her to meet us over there. So now, between 29th Street and Greenway and 29th Street and Bell, this is where this is at. Both fine areas, but this little section, it's actually bugged me for the past couple weeks. I've been anxious about doing this podcast on this. So we go over to this area and go down the road. It's all right. And then we get to this other little section, the next block of it. And I'm looking around, and there's beds piled up on the side of the road. Just scattered. Trash, beer cans, kids' bikes, just people's trash. It was just disgusting. And absolutely nobody should have to live like this. And so I pull into this complex and kind of make my way around to the back. And it is just the roads tore up in here in this complex. Windows are broken out. Trash all over the place. Homeless, just kind of wandering around. And so anyways, I leave my wife and my kid in the car. And we lock the door. And then I go over to show this unit. And so between the house, there's a little sidewalk to the front door. There's probably a 2 or 3 foot dirt path where a tree should go. This car goes flying down it. People aren't even driving on the roads. They're driving on the sidewalks in here. It was like a war zone. So, you know, part of being a realtor is recognizing these areas. And so this is not a area where people just say, oh, you know what, it's those kind of people. These kind of people don't deserve to live like this. This is a city issue. Now, again, Arizona Real Estate Showcase does not get into politics and stuff like that. But I've got to tell you, this is a direct resemblance of what people vote for. And Phoenix, I can tell you right now, does not necessarily have the best leadership, and it's changing, but right now we don't, and this is part of the reason why. Nobody, absolutely nobody, should have to live in this filth, disgust that this place is. And on top of that, $1,500 a month. I mean, that was the cheap one. Absolutely not, and this is not going to happen. So what I am asking you, if you do move to Arizona, you don't have to get involved in the politics and this and that, but you do need to get involved in your community. You need to send a letter to council people, the mayor, which the mayor of Phoenix right now is worthless, Secretary of State's worthless, and these people aren't doing anything. But it's going to change. So I left there. Obviously, we didn't rent that place because it's just not safe. And I wrote a letter to a couple of the councilmen to get this area fixed up. Now, obviously, there's probably an owner of this complex, and that owner should be fined. We will not allow slumlords out here. Arizona is a great state. We've got beautiful areas, beautiful, beautiful parks, just a lot of stuff for people, and people deserve to have that. You do not need to have this kind of filth in your neighborhood. And then listen, you go a couple blocks up, it's beautiful. You can hang out, people are having barbecues, kids are playing outside. But this specific little area, human trafficking, drugs, and it's just uncalled for. This is the kind of stuff that you don't want in your cities, and this is why I love Arizona. Growing up out here, it's just been a place where you got different people doing different things, but you know what? You can feel safe, you can feel good. Nothing like driving through a neighborhood, especially the multi-housing neighborhoods, and people are barbecuing, hanging out. this place was disgusting. So anyway, so the Grandon Group's working on that one and working on making it a better place. So the real estate market, where we at? Hey, it's a good time to buy. It's a good time to sell. It's fine. All right? You shouldn't get into the real estate, sit there and say, I'm going to get rich on this house. You should get into it because you know what? You found a place you love. You want to turn it into a home and, you know, make a little interest on it per year. And that's that. And, you know, we're not going to let you lose money, but the market is good. Okay? Plus, we're in the fall season, which means there's so much stuff going on. We've got, starting here, we got just a ton of Halloween stuff. We've already been up to Prescott, and even down here in Queen Creek, we're having, you know, you get your Fall Fest starting. You got the Arizona State Fair, which we can pass on that. But that's all a resemblance to fall. People are starting to decorate. And I've told this, and it'll be on our Facebook page and stuff like that. There is nothing better than decorating for fall and Halloween, except when you own your own house. It is just awesome. You can put out scary decorations. You can just put out some cool, like, little pumpkins. Our house here, we've already started. The inside is very fall. It's got a nice fall smell to it. My wife's been cooking pumpkin bread already. And then outside, we've got a few Halloween items. HOAs kind of get mad. So, anyways, just kind of keep that stuff in mind. If you guys have questions, reach out to me personally. You can reach out via email. You can also call my sister, Stacy, and we'll get you hooked up. Again, the market's great. I know you're going to hear different things, this and that, but make sure you got somebody who's on your side. It's not just sitting there trying to figure out, I need to sell this house or this or that. We love Arizona. We want you here, and we want you to enjoy it. We want you to help build the community and make it a great place. And so, you know, with fall comes the election season, and it is important that you get out and vote. So I think some of our most important elections this year are for governor, Secretary of State, Attorney General, and one thing that I've been fighting for quite a bit are our school boards. So, real quick before we wrap this thing up, school boards are very important. Out here in Arizona, people running for school boards, every district has a different board. They spend $20,000 to $30,000 to get elected to work a full-time free job. So you got to ask yourself that question, why are they doing it? But I got to tell you, we have some great people that are really hands-on, kids-first policies. And if you need to know who those people are, reach out to me and I'll fill you in. Any area that you live in, we have vetted the school board candidates, and we feel we've come up with some really good ones. The big thing is these school boards have a direct impact on your community and your housing values. This cannot be debated. Bad school, low prices on your house, and communities generally aren't that great. Great schools, higher prices because people want to be in those areas. We have school districts here where people will pay above asking price and they're just funneling in because they want this particular school district. So, anyways, give me a call. We're pretty actively involved in that, and the GRANDON Group likes to stay involved. And besides that, it's important to get involved. And for those of you that don't know how to get involved but want to be involved, reach out. We'll get you hooked up. So, thanks for joining us for our new season of Arizona Real Estate Showcase. I am happy to kick this thing off September 16th, 2022. I will be back weekly. In fact, I've got my little notes here. We're going to make a ton of notes. We're going to meet up. We're going to go through different things. Plus, the Lockbox shows are going to start again, too, and those are all on video. We'll get those out to you as well. So we're going to have a blast. If you guys have questions or comments or something that you want to talk about on the show, shoot me an email. I love talking about it. We try to wrap everything up within 20 minutes, make it quick and fast, just give you a little input. But keep in mind, Arizona real estate market is hot. It's still good. It's not going anywhere. Don't listen to the media. We're selling houses. In fact, my sister and I just had a record-breaking month with things changing. It's just a matter of a little bit of communication and making sure people are knowledgeable about what's going on. I can guarantee you, Channel 10, Channel 12, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, any of those channels have no clue. They might know what's going on in a little pocket somewhere in the Midwest or this or that. They do not know what's going on here in Arizona. And I can tell you, Arizona's doing good. Okay, everybody, I am Jason Grandon with the GRANDON Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Give us a call if you're thinking about buying or selling. For those of you looking to rent, instantrenters.com is available. And we are all part of the My Home Group family now, too. So we've got several thousand agents we get to work with. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next week. Look forward to seeing your emails, comments. Thanks again.